Trying to work my way through some people before getting a real intro going. So here we're live here in Minneapolis. This is the rally, the protest for George Floyd, who was killed last night by Minneapolis police. We have thousands of people out here in the streets. Thousands of people seeking justice for George Floyd, who was killed last night by Minneapolis police. They kneeled on his throat till he died. 4 officers were involved. One mainly was involved with the knee. That officer was Derek Chauvin. He's killed multiple people in the line of duty as a Minneapolis police officer, and he shot multiple people. Derek Chauvin has been reportedly fired, along with some other folks who were other officers involved. You want to talk at all? Here's a local rapper, Chicago and Minneapolis rapper, MC Longshot. What do you feel about what happened? I don't even know if you watched the video, but how you feel?
Definitely don't watch the video. Definitely do not share. Stop sharing. I feel hurt. I feel betrayed. I feel not safe. And honestly, I feel like I'm not wanted in this country at all. Fuck the state, fuck the city. I'm not wanted in this country. So I feel underrepresented. I feel fucking pissed off. I feel like I want to fucking burn some shit down right now. And honestly, I don't want to see no police because I know I'm going to fuck some shit up when I do see them. So that's how I feel. And be safe out here. That's all I can say, man. You be safe, brother. I love you.
That was MC Longshot. Check out his music, MC Longshot. One word, Longshot. You hear it, it's a continual feeling right now from a lot of folks. A lot of folks I know, a lot of folks in the community, you can hear it.
No justice, no peace.
It's very palpable anger. You want to talk at all?
Sure.
All right, real quick, we're live right now if you want. Otherwise, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. I'll get it later.
Come get me.
This is boy left with the badass. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Let's keep it real, y'all. We need to do like Cali niggas and kill cops. Stupid, just stupid. I hope you're riding here. Your Joe's B, your Joe's trail, and won't be in there. Wonder why I look at your ass under eye. I get $1 billion, I'ma hit you bitches from the sky. You gon' be dead just like I. A teardrop. Saying serious, all you bitches, I want you killed. Yeah, we used to run that dope, y'all already know it's serving birds from 17th to plant your coat. To my beamer, I never forget. Not enough money in the bank and they can take your shit. They went to leave the house the other day. Dirty motherfucker took $100,000 away. Ain't turning in, they seeing they don't protect shit. Sincerely yours, Mr. Badass. Suck my dick and die, crazy bitch. Cities, fuck 'em. Narcotics, fuck 'em. Days, fuck 'em. DA, this your boy, love.
we're live here in Minneapolis. This protest has started for George Floyd. George Floyd is in his 40s. He was wanted allegedly for check forgery at Cup Foods, where the rally started. The police were called. Police came and tried to arrest him. There was some resistance. From there, they ended up killing him. They got him in handcuffs, put him on the ground. King Demetrius, independent live streamer, independent photographer. How you doing?
Oh man, this is totally tomfoolery. I can't believe we out here again.
Yeah. Did you watch the snuff film? Did you watch the video at all? What do you think about?
Man, the video was very gut-wrenching for a nation of people to witness this. We basically seen this in the Philando Castile, Jamar Clark trial as well. So what we're demanding, expeditiously, they did get fired, but we want to know, is there going to be a white nationalist to come out and do a all lives matter thing and start donating money to the 4 officers who got fired? And also we want to make sure that Orlando, the police chief, don't get any backslashes behind this. This is a historical move that he did, but we have to remember where we at. We're in Minnesota now. There's nothing nice about Minnesota. So I said, like our sister said it, and she said it so good. Nina Simone, goddamn Minnesota. This is bad. This is bad. Once again, now we're gonna see, since they got fired, we're gonna see if it's thick. Firing them is one thing. It's got to do a process. They're going to do a whole process. And with that process, we're going to see what's going to happen. We need that energy like they was doing at the governor's mansion and all that stuff. Where the people at right now? Nobody out here with guns. There was one person out here with guns. We disarmed him and caught him. He was going to do something, but we got on to him, took his gun expeditiously. People need to pay attention to build well. This is we just can't worry about COVID-19. We got to worry about these police officers worldwide. African American people are a target on a day-to-day basis. Thank you, Unicorn Riot, for always coming out, showing up. Here's what's happening in your neck of the hood. Thanks, sir.
That was King Demetrius. That was King Demetrius, independent journalist. There has been, as King alluded to with the gun stuff, there has been like protest organizers, some of the main like quote unquote leaders, sort of having people removed from the protest and other such things, and that's sort of a commonplace thing here in Minneapolis. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of times then they'll call out everybody that is not from a specific community, an outside agitator, and that is not the reality. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because that's the conditions that people have been conditioned and experienced, that has been experienced. So it comes from merit and reason. At the same time, it's a troubling aspect of some of these movements. Right now, this protest is quite a few blocks long. As we mentioned earlier, there's thousands and thousands of people out here. Against the 38th Street, there was tons of people streaming out of these neighborhood blocks coming down to the protest itself earlier today. People have been gathered there since last night, basically. The FBI is now investigating this murder by Derek Chauvin and the other 3 officers, as well as 2 Tau. The reason why the FBI is investigating it is they believe that the racial aspect had everything to do with the police officer constantly putting his knee into George Floyd's neck until he died. Mayor Fry made a statement at 7 in the morning and also another press conference in this afternoon. I personally missed the press conference in the afternoon. in the morning, he mentioned that he felt it was a racial thing, that it was obvious that the police officer went above and beyond to be a murderous move, to make murderous moves, and he went above and beyond, basically. Those aren't his words, those are my words. Essentially, since last night, the video went super viral. There was a community bystanders video of the situation, of the incident as it unfolded. The skills, drumming with 2 drums while pulling the wagon.
Waiting for the rest of the band. Yeah. I wish I could say what intersection are we here?
Unlawful assembly, right?
Yes, unlawful assembly. Yeah, I like kind of just still merged in.
Unlawful assembly, anarchist marching band. Again, this crowd is very massive. If you know about Unicorn Riot, if you don't, I'm going to tell you a few things real quick. We are a 501c3 educational nonprofit media organization dedicated to contextualizing social and environmental struggles and bringing ideas and alternatives in today's globalized world to the forefront and spotlighting them. We've covered a lot of police killings in the past since our inception in 2015. One of the main ones was Jamar Clark in 2015. 18-day encampment outside of the 4th precinct. As you heard King D bring up Philando Castile, that was 2016. There's been consistent police murders here in the Twin Cities area, and there's been a consistent movement to get justice and accountability. That movement hasn't stopped. That movement continues, and now, as you see right here, it's grown to a swelling capacity of many, many blocks down. There's a lot of communities that are being built out of this pain. The communities to allow grieving, to allow support, to allow mothers to cry. We've covered a lot of that. Recently in March, there was a banquet for the last 3 years from Cordell Handy's mother, Kim Handy Jones. In remembrance of me banquet has happened for the last 3 years, providing space for this specific community to grieve and support each other. Along that note, we have, as Unicorn Riot, a documentary speaking about mothers, documenting mothers and their stories and their plights and their turning pain into power. At this point, Unicorn Riot has continued to operate based on your support, community support, and that's the only way, the only able way that we are able to produce our content, produce it Creative Commons, and allow it to be free for the internet. If you like our coverage and have the ability and the privilege to allow us to gain support from you, to allow us to continue to sustain our program, our operating costs and our media coverage. We have a website, we have a fundraiser on our website. We are celebrating 5 years. Unicorn Riot was incorporated in 2015 in March, and we have a 5-year anniversary fundraiser going on with a goal of $5,000 we are getting close to that goal. Every little bit helps, especially during these pandemic times. We lost a lot of funding, so thank you. Also, if you're not able to support us financially, sharing our work and speaking about our work, if you like it, is very good and worthy of monetary love anyways. So we all appreciate it at Unicorn Riot. Again, we're here live in Minneapolis. We're coming up to 38th and Cedar. We've walked about 10 blocks on this march of many thousands. Right now the chant behind us is "I Can't Breathe." There's multiple sections of this protest. Try to get you a little view.
Police! Prosecute the police! Prosecute the police! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
Nice.